I think that there are different criteria for different types of mobs. For neutral mobs or friendly mobs, I think they have to be absolutely delightful. I think that the Moobloom dropping flowers is delightful. The muddy pig swimming in mud and coming up with that little flower on its head is so cute. I think that's super important, that people feel connected to it, that it's got that Minecraft aesthetic and it just feels nice. Then I feel like hostile mobs have to be scary and have to make sense for augmented reality for Minecraft Earth. So we've got some things up our sleeves that'll come out sometime in the future that make a lot of sense for the game that we have right now. I can't talk about them, but you're gonna love them.
The first AR experiences that we built when we were prototyping Minecraft Earth were much more arcadey, and they were all like sitting on the ground, and they were big. They were like big structures that were sitting on the ground, and you were supposed to walk around them, like 8 meters by 8 meters. But what we found is that it's kind of hard to find these spaces. You have to be in a parking lot, which is not a good idea, or a park. But not everybody has a backyard or a park. And the second thing that we discovered when we were building our prototypes is we had all these trees, and we were like chopping down trees like this, and you were holding your phone up like this. But this is pretty uncomfortable. So that's kind of how we converged on moving the gameplay kind of down to the ground. And your phone is pointed downwards, so it doesn't become this uncomfortable position, but more like this, the way you usually hold your phone. And you're not pointing the phone at people's faces.
If people are actually playing this in their homes, how much space does the average person have? And what would it take for us to actually deliver content that's meaningful, but also takes full advantage of that limited space capacity? We actually had to rethink a lot of what we were initially planning for the outdoor adventures when we started to bring things internally.
The worst thing about being a multi-platform game is, every platform's different. Luckily enough, these platforms are similar enough that it's not too bad. It's not as bad as Minecraft is on, 10 different platforms or more, and so they have a huge job to do. They have to make sure that their game works on Switch and Xbox and PlayStation and all those. Luckily, we have Android and iOS, and it's not too bad. The APIs are pretty similar.
The mobile space is very different than the traditional game space. And that was a lot of our learnings and continues to be our learnings as we create Minecraft Earth and add features to it. But also, we have a huge fan base around the world that plays Minecraft, and we want to also craft an experience that is complementary to that. So one of the things that has always been a big component of Minecraft as a whole has been a sense of community. And the fact that people share their experiences and their findings and what they've done online with their friends. And those are things that we want to reinforce for the user, because we know that those are things that make it sticky and make it personal. Because when my friend or someone I know tells me about something, that is so much more meaningful than if I get that information from some other place. So we don't want to abandon that aspect of things, and we really want to encourage players to think about our mobile experience a little bit different than you might think about something like something else you'd see in the market.
So all of the things that we have added to Minecraft Earth needed to fit into the world of Minecraft in a reasonable way. So, for example, we need to have a reason that there could be a Moobloom, even though a Moobloom is sort of an evolution or a take on the mushroom. And it couldn't be something that's outside of the sort of time and space that Minecraft takes place in.
How much backstory do you need for a game like Minecraft Earth? Well, we actually thought we needed less, but as we have moved into the game, we realized we needed more. We need to explain, who are you? Why are you here? What is this world? Where is the real world? Like we kind of need to answer these questions, because now we're starting to write more challenge text and adventure text and kind of quest type text. and kind of placing you in different scenarios. And even if you don't tell the players, we as developers need the backstory so that the things that we tell the players are cohesive. There's a big story team now at Mojang which thinks about the story in Vanilla, thinks about the story in Dungeons, thinks about the story in Minecraft Earth, and any future project that Minecraft is going to be set in the Minecraft IP, so that these stories all work together.